So, if you're looking to make cheap stair treads out of laminate flooring, then you have come to the right place. I realized in the process of renovating my stairs that stair treads can be upwards of $60 a piece. I have 32 stairs in my house, and so I did not want to spend that much money just to renovate the stairs. And so what I did was I figured out a way to make stair treads out of the laminate that I was already using to replace the floor. One box of laminate flooring that I was using cost me about $12.36, and each box has about 10 planks of flooring in it, and so it only took 2 planks to make one stair tread. So all in all, in order to make each tread, it cost me $1.23 a piece, which was a big difference from the 60. The first thing you have to do is you have to figure out your stair width, and for me this just happened to be 3 foot 5 inches, at least for the most part, because some of the stairs were a little bit weird. And what I did was I took the planks and I cut them all down to 3 foot 5 inches just so I could get started on making sure that they fit. I realized when I went back to edit this video that the lighting wasn't the best, and so what I wanted to do, just so I could make sure that you saw what I was doing, was I created this little graphic, actually using the same exact wood that I put in my house, to show you all the cuts that I'm making and how it all fits together. So once you have all of the boards cut to the width of the stairs, the next step is to create the overhang that'll go over the front of the stair treads that are already there. And in order to do this, you have to do several 45-degree cuts to make sure you get that right angle at the front. And so just to make it more clear, I included this side view at the bottom just so you can see exactly how it all comes together. Okay, so this was actually the first time I was using this Ryobi compact table saw. And the only suggestion I would have for you is that if you're going to do this, is to use a blade with more teeth. The one that I used was a standard one, and it didn't create as many smooth cuts as I would have wanted, and I had to fill them in with wood filler and glue later. And just to avoid that, I think using a blade with more teeth, and also maybe even a thicker laminate flooring than I did, would be helpful. In this step, you want to cut off the excess flooring to make the full length front to back of your stair treads. You don't want to throw away this piece because you'll use it in order to create the front lip. But if you have a 10-inch stair tread front to back and your planks measure 6 inches, you already have one full 6-inch plank that will be at the back portion of the stair tread. And then for the front one, you will have to cut off 2 inches in order to make the total of 10 that you need. And you can see in the side view that it'll create this perfect little 45-degree angle that you can use to connect with the lip. That will be another 45-degree angle to make a total of 90. Hopefully that makes sense. It will when you see it. So now what we need to do is we need to get that piece that has the groove attached to it to make a 90-degree angle with the larger piece that has the tongue. And so as it is right now, if you were to connect them, the bottom of this stair plank would be facing outwards. And so what we need to do is make another 45-degree cut on the piece that has the groove attached to it in order to get it to articulate with the piece that has the tongue attached to it, to where the laminate flooring would actually be showing on the outside. After you've done that, then all you have to do is to cut a little bit of the excess off, which is where the groove is, in order to get the proper overhang that you want. Now this is completely up to you on how long you want them. For me, I needed to cut off about 2 inches just to make it look a bit decent and to cover the wooden stair treads underneath. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how it all comes together. So after I did all those cuts, I'm finding that this is the easiest way to glue those pieces together. The bottom and the top part of the tread, or I guess I should say the face and the top part of the tread, is to tape the edges together here. And then what I'm going to do is when I flip it over, I'm going to put a couple drops of this like on the corners and in the middle. This is the rapid super glue, and then I'm going to fill the rest of that space in that gap with wood glue. So now what I wanted to do is I wanted to take some wood filler and fill in those tiny little nicks that I had in some of the treads. I initially wanted to try and fill them in with some wood glue and sawdust that I got off of the miter saw, but it turned out that that was drying really fast for me, and so I ended up switching to the store-bought wood filler that goes on pink and dries to a neutral wood color, and I actually haven't had to stain the. Then all there was left to do was to sand off the excess wood putty and then to just wipe it down with a terry cloth, and that was it. I could get them in their final places.